fucking, this is it, I guess. This is fucking it. This is our Super Bowl again.
Yes.
I fucking can't stand it. I'm so over football.
What's the number? The Super Bowl. What is the number on it? Is it? I always forget. Is it 59?
59. Yes,
it
it is.
Okay.
It's big game 59 for people who have trademark on it, I guess. We're calling it Super Bowl here, guys. We do not care. We get 70 views at the most. Here we are. We're gonna give our pick.
Yes,
our
the
picks.
SB.
I got one, and I got a lean.
Okay.
This sucks.
Any
I'm
props?
so mad.
We'll talk about it, but
we can talk about it. I'm excited. I didn't really look at any of the. I want to look at the Kendrick Lamar markets for the first song.
Ooh,
that's like what I'm interested in. Embarrassingly enough.
You know what? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it too. I got some ideas.
Okay. Let's just go over it. Yes, the Bills lost. Yes, I've been crushed. Yes, I had to take a week off. Yes, I've been upset for a week. I won't get over this either because obviously there was many calls that didn't go the Bills' way. And first and foremost, I've been saying it on the show for a few years now. Why aren't we putting, chips in the ball that can detect, where the line of scrimmage is? They do this in literal soccer and in tennis. This shouldn't be a thing, but they do it because maybe the game is kind of rigged. I'm not going to say it is, but
hey, it could be fixed.
Yeah.
Lately there have been accounts of players,
Terry Rozier,
refs, yes.
Yep.
That have been allegedly been doing some wrongdoings. With the cheating and the gambling.
Yeah, it was a Porter's brother in the NBA as well.
Yes,
he served time. Obviously, the Ohtani thing, too. No one wants to brush that up. Ohtani was for sure betting on himself.
My alma mater, Eastern Michigan, is in part of this, too. They've been alleged to have cheated, or a couple of their players have cheated or whatever. This is crazy, man. And all it's based off of the gambling. We'll talk a little bit about that, too, of how gambling is destroying sports as we know it.
Kings Game 7 against the Lakers, 2002 or 3, was that the Donaghy? Obviously,
yes.
Lakers went to the free throw line 20 times. Like, refs have a big part in it, too. And you'd be, fooled to think it's not. And I'm not saying you should bet thinking, what side is rigged. That's obviously not the way to bet either. But
right.
How did it get to this again? I don't know, because I don't think the Chiefs are the best team of football. But guess who's taking them to win the Super Bowl?
Hey, me too.
Here I am. 1.5. Book it. That's my pick for the Super Bowl. I got one more for you, but let's talk.
Well, I have KC as well. And, but besides the rigging situation and the referees, I don't know. I think they have the better quarterback. I always go by the better quarterback when it comes down to something that's really even.
Yeah.
It's going to be about less turnovers and quarterback play. Now, I will say this. Okay, Kansas City, their defense is a little bit better. Now,
I don't think Kansas City's defense is better at all.
Well, it's not better than Philly's, but
both.
I'm saying it's better than it's usually been.
Yeah,
Philly has the best defense for sure.
Yeah, Philly has better defense.
Yeah, but
Kansas City's turned it up lately.
They've turned it up. I think what will happen is they're going to stop Barkley, and they're going to force Hurts to make some plays in the air. I think that's what the game plan should be for them anyway. Now Hurts can make some plays in the air. He has talented receivers.
Yeah, he is,
and he can get away from pressure as well with his legs.
Agreed.
But I just think KC has that it. You know what I mean? They find ways to win games.
I believe they're 7-0 in the playoffs when they're favored by 2 points or less as favorites or something, or favorites or dogs. They're 7-0.
Okay.
Like, you can't bet against. I'm just done betting against this team.
Right.
And I think even last year, I don't think I really bet against the Chiefs. It'll be the Chiefs. It'll be the Chiefs. They're going to be there. They're going to be there. There they are again.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take the spreads, but I didn't bet against them in terms of them winning the game.
Yeah,
Never.
I wish I remembered the last 2 years of who I thought would win. I want to say I took the Niners. I know I took the Eagles the first time. I don't know if I took the Chiefs last year. I don't remember. I don't know. We've done this show 3 times, but I know I took the Eagles the one year, and I bet it, lost. Last year I didn't bet it. I just played like daily fantasy, lost.
I think I may have taken the KC last season.
I feel like we did, and we were just like, it's rigged, it's over, we hate this.
Well, I think another reason I believe KC will win this is because the NFL wants to see that 3P.
Don't you know
what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but don't you think like every close? This might be the longest Super Bowl ever because every close call is going to get a 10-minute review.
Yep.
Because just the scrutiny of the Buffalo game alone is bad. Like, and I was just trying my best to be like, it's not rigged, it's not rigged. But dude, some of the there was a James Cook first down right in the beginning of the game. He got 11 yards. They marked him like 2 yards short.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what they said.
There was another one. It was like Dalton Kincaid, easy first down, short. It was like what?
Yeah, they were placing. People were saying that they were placing the ball at least a yard under what they had. What they actually got.
It was pretty damning. You could tell. I don't know. Like as much as I wanted to give the refs the benefit of the doubt and be like the Bills lost fair and square, it's just a matter of we need the refs on our side next year, I guess. Maybe people will get sick and tired of this dynasty because it is. It's a dynasty. It fully is, and I hate the people comparing Brady and Mahomes already at their points of their career. Brady's the better player. I'm just until I see him have like 6-7 rings.
Yeah, I mean the jury is out because Mahomes is still playing for one thing.
Yeah, Tom Brady beat him at age 42 in the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, he was really one of the only ones to beat him. He was the only one to beat him in the Super Bowl.
Only one to beat him in the Super Bowl. It's number 5 now.
He's still the GOAT.
So, you can talk about Burrow, you can talk about Lamar, you can talk about Allen. It's Mahomes' league.
It's Mahomes, man, now, man.
And, like, Jalen Hurts losing, too, won't even get talked about nearly as much as, like, Allen losing to Mahomes.
Yeah.
It won't. It literally won't. That's, like, an afterthought.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that they have not given Jalen Hurts credit, for this is his second Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
In what is this? His 5th year, maybe?
He gets less credit than Lamar Jackson. And Lamar's never even made a Super Bowl, and he went to one AFC title game and lost at home.
Yeah. Now he may not have the stats and all of that, but he's a pretty decent quarterback, man.
There, yeah.
He wins. He knows how to win. Yeah.
And that's the thing with the Chiefs. That's why I'm picking the Chiefs. They just know how to win.
They do.
And I've watched so many games this year, whether it's the Phantom PI and the Bengals game early in the year, it's the toe tap opening night against the Ravens, that likely didn't get, or the doinked field goal against the Chargers when they're down 2 points to win by 1.
Yeah.
Or the botched snap by the Raiders to somehow fumble and lose that game when they were a chip shot away from winning that game. It's just they win in these like just mysterious ways, and I think it's still bringing in money for the league. It brings in eyes. Like people want to see if it's rigged.
Yeah, they do. And then I think some people, you have a certain percentage of people that do want to see the three-peat because it's never been done before. They want to be a part of that.
I kind of want to see it at this point, just to be like, yeah, he's great, he's awesome, I get it. Like, I've been saying, like, and people think like as like Josh Allen's like a huge fan of Josh Allen, like you don't give Mahomes. Watch every show I do. What do I do every year? I pretty much rank Mahomes over Allen every single year. I might say my bet is Josh Allen for MVP, and guess what? It was again this year. But I'm not taking away the credit that Patrick Mahomes is like an elite player.
Yeah. And we must give credit to the coaching staff as well
Andy
for
Reid.
Kansas City. Oof. Andy Reid is a beast, man. I mean, he was doing things in Philly, that was cool to me too. I mean, he has stood the test of time, and he's a great coach.
Yeah, McNabb and Westbrook years, man.
Oh my goodness, man! I wanted them to win so bad.
Against the Patriots.
Yeah, man.
See, and it's just like history repeats itself. Like, you want that team to win, they're not going to do it, and that's why, like, if I wanted to reasonably pick, I would take the Eagles because that's my bias. I like the Eagles more. I don't like them as a team really, but here we are.
Well, what does Philly have to do to win this game?
Pressure.
In all honesty.
Pressure up front, pressure Mahomes.
Okay.
Often and early.
Yeah, I agree with that.
it's gonna be the Jalen Carter show. It really depends on them interior lineman.
Yeah.
And really a lot of, like, just watch out for the bullshit.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play some sort of contain on Mahomes, too, because he can take off. Like, you've seen it in the Buffalo game, too. He can take off.
Yeah.
He just chooses not to.
True.
He's just he's an elite thrower, so he's going to always look with his eyes first, and then last things last. Oh, there's no one to contain. I have a lane.
I think in order for them to win this game, Philly, it has to be a blowout. You know what I mean? They have to sustain a certain type of lead, maybe 10 points.
Yeah,
because
set the tone.
Because if it's tied up or Kansas City down 3 or 6 or something like that, they're gonna
win. Yeah,
that game.
It's like you're just gonna see the writing on the wall. Like, no one bet it. Then you're like, oh, final drive, Mahomes down 5. All right.
Right. Okay, I got a bet for you. I don't know if you consider this a prop bet, but I was talking to a Kansas City fan, and he's down with Kansas City. He thinks that they're gonna kill Philly or whatever.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It's gonna be a close game.
Yeah.
But he was saying that they're gonna hold Saquon Barkley to under 100 yards. He said, bet that. What do you think about that? I was like,
No.
That sounds interesting.
No, I don't. The only reason I don't like it is I think that'll be a focal point of the Eagles' offensive game plan, is to pound the ball, pound the rock. They're going to win this game. You have to keep Mahomes off the field as much as possible. Time of possession battle is going to be everything.
Yeah.
And then your secondary battle is going to be don't turn the ball over. Whoever doesn't turn the ball over wins that game.
Yo, same game plan as I said before that the Lions should have had against Washington.
Yeah.
Pound the ball. So you're saying that Saquon may get 25 to 30 carries maybe?
Yeah, I would bet it. Whatever his carry total is, I'd assume it's 24. 23 and a half maybe if you're lucky. I'd bet the over. Yeah, I think he gets a 30. It just depends on circumstance in the game, though.
Yeah.
That's the only problem, because if Kansas City goes up 14-0 early, you're in trouble.
True, indeed. Now they have to pass that ball.
That's where it turns into the Kansas City blowout. It's like, okay, now we know Hurts is throwing. All right, let's let's drop 7 back on him.
Let's talk props. Do you have anything that comes to mind as far as props?
I got a first touchdown score. That's it.
Okay.
Kenneth Gainwell, this number you might be able to find it. I got it on DraftKings. 66-1 first touchdown score. He will steal the first one of the game from Barkley. Just in typical Philly fashion, some weird shit happens.
Okay, what about the heads tails? I take heads every time. I bet it one time.
Yeah, they've been winning too. I take tails every year I lose. Yeah, but at least they give even odds now, so people don't complain about the vig on a heads or tails bet. Because the biggest thing about the game is, if you're listening to this, you're already too late on getting the best possible number. You needed to be on that shit a week ago, pal.
Yeah, true.
And, maybe unders are going to be your friend at this point, because, like, your A.J. Brown receiving yards probably got hit to, like, 89 or something now. And it's like, I'm betting the under on that.
Right.
Barkley rushing probably opened up at about 107, 108. It's probably at about 115 now. I don't know what it is.
I think I'm going to take the under, man. I think I'm going to take the under.
Fair enough.
I was thinking, though, like, we talked about Kendrick Lamar. Is he going to be able to perform They Not Like Us that song? I mean, right now?
I would hope he plays the whole Super Bowl halftime show is just that. That sounds great.
Yo, I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw the excerpt they showed when he got Song of the Year.
Yeah.
And they were playing the song while he was walking towards the stage. And the A minor, the whole audience said the A minor. I was like, oh, I know Drake got the gun to his head like this.
People knowingly that were at Diddy parties saying that too. What kind of world are we at? Where are we at here? And also, he accepted the award in a Canadian tuxedo, so that was
he did.
Just more flame,
Hey, first song that he performs for me, I think is going to be Humble.
I say same album. DNA.
Okay.
That's mine. I have to look at odds on that because I would love to know.
That's gonna be crazy.
I think it'll kind of be like Rihanna's, where it's like, bitch, better get my money. Yeah. Shit, that was her first time last year. It was like
Yeah.
15-1, and like someone I know very close to me called. It was like, it's gonna be this, and I was like, really? You think so? And I was just like, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be Umbrella, Ella, A, and it wasn't.
Right.
But it is what it is. Any props? Anything else you got? I'm pretty much done talking about this shit. I'll be watching it, but I won't be enjoying it.
I mean, you know they're gonna have some crazy props. I haven't even really looked at the prop bets because I usually don't bet them. The only prop that I bet is maybe the coin toss.
Coin toss and touchdown scores is what I do, or I'll bet my normal props. I ain't doing like the
right. I'm definitely I've got a side bet on the game. I'm taking KC. I like the under, but I'm not gonna bet it.
47.5, right?
Yeah.
I
seen 48 in some spots.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think a really smart thing too. If you really think it's a close game, tease both sides by 7 points.
Okay.
Kansas City, get them at plus 5.5, and then you get Philly at 7.5 or 8.5.
Not bad at all.
You probably get, I don't know, minus 230 on it. And if you really wanted to tease like a total with it, you tease that under over a 41. You make it instead of 47.5, you make it like 41.5 or 40.5.
Okay, I like that.
I think a good prop maybe also would be both teams score over 20 points.
Okay, I like that too. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about the Luka.
Oh,
Doncic.
We will.
Trade.
We will in just a second.
Let's do it.
Okay, Dre, let's talk about Luka Doncic and the blockbuster trade that no one's seen coming. What do we think of it here on the Fumbling the Bag podcast Super Bowl show? Well, that's not really a Super Bowl show, but we're gonna give something out here. We're gonna talk.
Well, first of all, what did you think about the trade?
Probably the same as everyone else, but I have a little different theory on it.
Okay.
Obviously, I thought it was bullshit that no other teams could bid for him. It was just like they went to the Lakers and they said, this is a deal you can't refuse. Mm-hmm. Here he is.
Yeah.
I thought that was possible collusion on Adam Silver's part in the NBA.
Okay.
And to me, something doesn't seem right. Whether they know something that the Lakers don't about maybe Luka's health. Like, there's something extremely fishy about it. Like, I just can't pinpoint it. And, like, maybe in the short term, the Mavs really do win on this because we don't know if Luka's even going to play the rest of this year.
Well, I'll say this. I think the team, Dallas, is better temporarily right now.
Yeah,
now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Their front line, man, the defense, man, they got, man, it's gonna be hard to score on those boys inside. Also, I think they're selling AD short because he is a great player. I mean, he stays injured though. We know all about that.
But the same part, Luka's played like 65 games every year. Like that's normal NBA at this point.
But Anthony Davis, I mean, he's a special player. There's no one like him in the league, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
But this is my theory.
He's a two-way player too.
He's a two-way player. Yeah.
Luka don't play defense. I know.
And that's why I consider Luka a superstar. But most of my superstars play both ways, man.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. I wasn't a huge Kobe Bryant fan, but Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
He played both ways.
Hey, I led this league in steals multiple years.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Big Ben's my favorite player ever, even though he didn't play no offense. But
hey, you need a Big Ben.
Yeah, you do. Enforcer,
But this is my theory, and I like your theory as well. There is something going on, but this is a theory that I had heard, and some people are talking about this. Most of the media is not. Miriam Adelson, okay, she is a majority owner of the Mavs now.
Okay.
Her and Patrick Dumont, which is her son-in-law. Okay. Now, Mark Cuban, he sold her, the majority of the team in November of 2023 or whatever. So, he's a minority owner now, Mark Cuban, and he knew nothing about this pick, what they were doing. So, okay, let me tell you a little bit about Miriam Adelson. First of all, she's the owner of the Las Vegas Sands, okay? Now her husband, he
Good
passed
kid.
away. He was the owner, so she owns it now.
Inherited
Okay,
it, yep.
she inherited it. So let me cut to the chase, I guess. First of all, she gave $95 to $100 million to Donald Trump's campaign.
All right, keep going. We're in conspiracy territory. Let's
We're
go.
in conspiracy territory.
All right.
So, okay, basically, in Dallas, she has these special interest groups and lobbyists because she wants to change the gambling laws in Texas. Okay, it didn't change. I think they had an election. It didn't change legislatively. Okay.
Yep.
So basically, what they're saying that she wants to do is she wants to build a new stadium in Dallas and have a casino be part of that stadium. Didn't go through the legislation to for gambling to be legal. So this is what they say the game plan for her is to piss off the fan base so that they do not support the Mavericks.
Yep.
So she'd have an excuse to move the Mavericks to Las Vegas, where gambling is legal.
That is actually kind of interesting because that has been something people have been pinpointing for a while.
Yeah.
Has been teams, and obviously we take this theory with a grain of salt here. It's
just a theory.
Total speculation here,
Yeah.
but I tend to agree because the move has always been get an NBA team in Vegas. It is the gambling capital of the world.
Right.
You got every team basically moving, big franchise moving there, whether it was first the Vegas Knights. What's the hockey team? Knights?
I think it's the Knights, yep.
Then we went with the Raiders moving from Los
Vegas
Angeles.
Raiders, yep.
And now you got the Oakland Athletics moving to Vegas as well. It only makes sense. There's the final piece.
You're out, yo. And you don't think Adam Silver wouldn't be down with that?
Oh, we would love that. And, Dallas, the market in Texas, there's already, 3-4 teams? You got the Rockets, the Spurs, them, and then probably a lot of people in northern Texas root for, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, true. True indeed.
If I'm missing a Texas team, my apologies. Y'all just probably suck.
Well, this is the best theory that I've heard about this trade so far. It makes so much sense.
Try and just tank the team,
Yeah. So now there's an excuse to move the team to Vegas or anywhere where gambling is legal.
Yeah,
for
that's
the most
interesting.
Part.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Miriam Adelson, do your research on this. She was at the inauguration, I believe, as well too.
Yeah,
so she's down with Trump.
Yeah, a lot of boogeymen were at the.
True indeed.
We won't get there. we talked about that off camera,
but this is all political too, though. This is all political.
Yeah, political motivations.
Yeah,
because it has to do with financial regulations in a market where you can't do a certain thing, and that's gamble because you look at the profits countrywide for what sports books are pulling in.
Oh boy,
man, gambling we're in bad times. We'll end it on we're in bad times. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or whatever if you got an issue. Number one. People are losing their ass. Look at what Penn and DraftKings, they post their profits at the end of every month, man.
People losing their ass.
People losing their ass, and it's people with a lot of money thinking they can make more money. You ain't beating these books like that, man. Maybe we got to tell them how it's done, but we ain't giving those secrets out on the show yet.
Not yet.
Maybe we'll sell a subscription for $500 a month. You can join the Fumbling the Bag Patreon where we tell you how to cheat the sports book. No, I'm kidding, guys, but that's what a lot of these suckers out here are doing. We're just trying to give honest facts here.
Right.
I love the insight there, Dre. We'll probably be back in a few weeks. I don't know.
Yes.
When sports that are interesting are happening. I mean, NBA's happening. You'll see him.
Oh, yeah. I'll be giving y'all those hot ones.
Yeah, definitely in a month. We'll see you for the tournament at the very latest.
March Madness for sure, man.
Yeah, that's all from the Fumbling the Bag, guys. We gave you
we
picks.
got.
Go Chiefs, I guess.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, football.